That's right, it's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means only one thing. It's time for our G-Damn Pod, where we get to talk about whatever we G-Damn want. With your host, Jamie Nadrox, Magic Mike Winokur, Big Ben Dustin, Sean Draven Davidson, and the dead homie Blaze.
Up, y'all, and welcome back to another exciting episode 31, all up in your ear holes and eye holes. Joined with me, as always, is my pals from around the globe. You know them all. You know their names. You know where they do and where they come from. What's up to everybody in the comments? How y'all doing? How you doing this Wednesday? Episode 31. Look at us now. Look at us here now.
Look at these beautiful boys.
He said 31. He said
midlife crisis, 31. Isn't it? Is that 31?
That's what. Yeah, dude. That's like.
Is that when it starts?
Halloween.
I mean, I've been in one for a while, so I don't know. It feels like it.
We're running a tight ship today. We got a bunch of people. Everybody's got shit to do and stuff like that. But we wanted to tap in. So while I got Mike here, I want to first jump right into the news, and I want to cover some ground on some stuff that's important. So then he can go and do what he has to do. So check this out. First of all, I'm hitting you right off the top with ROC Bounce Back is available now. The lyric video is up and available. Gibby Stites Make Them Smile, same deal. Video available, song available. Lex the Hatchmaster Thriller just came out. Brand new. If you don't know about it, know about it. Older Horror, Dead Inside, available now. A new song called Strange coming 3/26/21. Man, keep your eyes peeled. If you don't already follow them on Instagram or their TikTok account and all that other dope shit, make sure you do that. They're putting up daily content and it's really killer. Al Azul Elu news. Tuesday night Twitch is every Tuesday. You can check in with the Unholy Trio and you slap you around a little bit. They got a new song called Smoke available now. I believe there's a video in the works coming soon. Michael, is that true?
That is true.
That is true. Okay. Now, my last two bits of news that I wanted to cover in detail. These I don't know that much about. Can you help me explain what is the Mad Season? What is it? Collector's
box.
Collector box
is what it's called.
Explain that to me and everybody listening so we can have a better perspective that's not just a cold ad.
All right, so it is a collector's box, and you do know the products that come inside, but you do not know what they look like. So There is a T-shirt, there is a sublimated jersey, there is a collector's coin, there is collector's card, there is a deluxe edition of the Mad Season CD celebrating the year anniversary. We got a couple extra songs, a few extra songs from this time last year when everything went to shit. And so we've sandwiched those together. And then, reminiscent of the big giveaway box a couple of years back, we have randomly inserted 100 redemption cards into these boxes, and you can win jerseys, autographs, passes, and the grand prize is an all-expenses-paid trip to Astronomicon, whether it's this year or it's next year. And you get to live like a celebrity. So Dustin will be your handler and take you around to the green room.
I ain't handling nobody.
Wow. He said, keep your hand on your belt.
You'll get handled.
But no, yeah, it'll be a celebrity, like a celebrity experience or something.
Okay.
Does that include a food?
Look how he's looking up at him like a Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay. So the collector's box is themed to the artist. I just had a person come in here and tell me that.
No. That's awesome. I want what I want to reiterate about that is that not only are you getting the entire Mad Season record, how it was released a year ago, but now you're getting it with the additional songs that were taken off. We didn't include them. You're getting them now as an extra bonus, as an added and elongated, the deluxe edition, if you will. In addition to all that other cool stuff that Mike said will be in there. And then atop all of that, an additional chance to roll the dice and potentially walk away with an all expenses paid trip to Astronomicon, be treated like a celebrity entertainment guest. That's pretty fucking cool.
You have to share a room with me and Matt Nips, though.
They don't even share a room. Don't let them lie to you.
That was like that prize.
No, you get
Is there a meal allowance?
You get a free hotel. You get your flight, a hotel room,
Look at Sean.
celebrity passes.
Is there a meal allowance?
Good looking.
I love it. What happens if someone from the UK or overseas? I think is what it says. When
outside of the US.
Paid
outside of
trip.
the US. Thank you, Blaze.
All expenses paid trip.
So you're gonna
means
go.
all y'all
if you
out
are
of
in the
out of
UK,
country people get to also be involved.
So if you live
Yes.
in Mongolia,
If you want to come, if you want to win, and you're from Abu Dhabi, we will put your ass in a post box like your Pluto and Odie, and we will bring you here. No, but yeah. It doesn't matter where you live.
paid stamps on that
He
ass.
didn't say it was the best of expenses, but them expenses is paid.
That's awesome. Damn, somebody said, "What's up, Matt Nift?" It was from another person named Matt, so that was pretty lit.
Yeah.
All right, so look, check it out. So I think that's cool. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that it doesn't matter where on the globe you are. If you were able to get to some sort of transportation, all expenses paid. You heard it. You heard it here. One last news topic, and then I will leave you alone as far as the news topics go. You can hang as long as you like. But my last news topic is the 20 years of Beyond the Freak Show DVD.
Mm-hmm.
This has been something that has been obviously 20 years ago. It came out. It was a big deal. It was so very close to being one of the biggest selling items that we had of that era of Freak Show, quite frankly. And after a long period of time, it was shelved. And over the last, how long has it been, Mike? Decade?
20 years?
Well, I'm saying we've been trying to reach out and properly.
Yeah, I would say it's been the better part of like 8 years.
That it's been out of print, right? Okay, that's what I was going for. That's what I was going for. So over the last 8 years, it's been out of print, and we have properly tried to do the correct, talk to Island, get it proper.
No, it's been
right.
out of print. It's been out of print for like 18 years.
Okay, well, see, there it is. Facts.
And then we recently, over the last decade, have been like, hey, can we get this going again? And it's a process.
Right. Okay.
You telling me you just bought ink for this printer? Is that what you're telling me? Took you 18 years to buy the ink? That's lame.
We had to send Dustin to rough them up.
Right. So 18 years of it being out of print. It is a 20-year celebration of Born Twiztid. Or actually, I'm sorry, Beyond the Freak Show. God damn it.
Same thing.
Beyond the Freak Show. 20 years. They run in tandem. They are like wild horses running alongside each other. It is part of the Freak Show era. But Beyond the Freak Show, 20-year celebration, available on DVD. Damn, did he just snap into a Slim Jim? I believe he did.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's available now.
It is available now. So we have it up right now. The knuckleheads that come with it are a pre-order. You can buy the whole package. We'll send you the DVD today. The knuckleheads, when they come in, once we get the final stylized version of them approved,
so we
will get them in.
That's another thing that I wanted clarification on. So you in fact get the half pint, the knucklehead half pints. You get them when you purchase the DVD.
You get them shipped to you when they come in 2 months from now.
That's fine. Right. Right. But I'm saying, that's how it goes. You buy the DVD and it comes with, like the fries.
Yeah, there's options. Gotcha. You can get monoxide, you can get Madrox, you can get it by itself.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's dope. So hit up mnestore.com right now for that flavor if you're into it, and or you want to check it out or find out more details about it. Thank you so much for helping me clarify that. Those are important things that I wanted everybody to know. Again, the ads and shit are online and out there. But if you just watch this show once a week and you don't necessarily live on the internet, a lot of that shit can go right over your fucking head. So I'm glad that we take this time to just clarify and bring everything up to par. So thank you for that, Michael. I appreciate that. What's up, everybody? Now we can go and kick it, be all formal with it. What up, Dustin? What up, Matt? What up, Chris? What up, Sean? What up, Mike? What up, everybody in the comments?
I kick one thing out of some news real quick.
All right, kick it.
All right,
I rode 46 miles on my bicycle.
I swear to God, I knew it was going to be that.
Look, listen to me. This is real important. All right.
Go ahead.
Family Appreciation Month starts next week, all April long, which will have a different theme, different giveaways all month long, merch drops all month long.
Damn.
Important
Look at Matt Nips with the news.
Damn, he said he got his own bit of news.
Got himself a bit
Matt
of
Nips
news
said he came to play.
And
he came to play.
Yes, I did. Yes, sir.
He got his jersey. He said, "Yes, I did. I got my jersey on and everything." What you thought it was, a game? Fair. All right, I appreciate that information, sir. Let's break it up. Let's make it a little more lighthearted. Who wants to kick off the first topic of discussion? Dustin looks very happy.
Me been ready.
I'm just gazing at my mustache. I ain't even listening to y'all.
I'll start it off. Here we go.
Sean was like, blah.
In my normal fashion, there are numbers involved. Jamie won't stick it within the rules, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
So,
I apologize in advance.
You can only keep 3 of these. The rest are erased from the history books. Your children's will never know of them. Erased from the histories. You get to keep 3. Can everyone see them?
Not all of them, I guess, but I'm on my phone.
You can get rid of Filmation Ghostbusters. Fuck that shit.
Yes.
What's that? The fake one there?
So
I can part with a lot of this shit. It's just that I can't. Again, the 3 is too little. Yeah. Because there's some main. Is that the Turtles top left?
What the fuck is RR?
I knew it.
Chippendales.
Chippendale
Rescue Rangers.
See, Jamie and Chris, they're not going to like mine because I'm not into this like Mask. Fuck that. The Warriors.
Mask was shit, dude.
No, I mean, this spans a good amount of decades here.
What is left and right of the Mask?
Thundercats can go.
Pound Puppies and Garfield and Friends.
Garfield. You got to keep Garfield.
You gotta keep Garfield.
He said Thundercats can go, but he's keeping Garfield?
Right.
All right. So let's get organized. I'll start it off.
Ghostbusters.
For shame.
I don't have a fart noise loud enough to.
Right.
I know. I told you guys.
Jeez.
What's next to DuckTales?
You serious?
DuckTales is Snorks.
Don't know what that is. That can go.
That's like the underwater.
Those are those little weird tadpole things.
They're the underwater Smurfs.
Fuck them. They didn't exist then. They don't exist later.
So my 3, I would keep Turtles, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. I liked a lot of these when I was younger.
I thought you got to get rid of 3.
Rescue Rangers was great, but I feel like as I've gotten older, those 3 I can still appreciate, and I'll still watch anything or read anything involving those 3 to this day. So those are my 3.
I'm going to go ahead and make it super easy. I'm going to see Sean's 3 and raise him Masters of the Universe as well, making it a nice quad of 4. And that's my 4, and I tap.
Wait, Sean, what were your 3 again?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, and G.I. Joe.
Oh, wait, Thundercats and He-Man. I'm sorry, I'm making it a 5er. I'm making it a 5-piece.
No. I'll give you a +1. You can do 4, but you cannot have.
God damn it. Okay, all right. So hold on.
I gotta fucking draw the line with you, Jamie.
All right, so wait a minute. Let me start again. It's definitely G.I. Joe and Turtles. Definitely. And Thundercats.
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe is the best shit in the world. G.I. Joe is fucking killer.
So Jamie, you get 1 more because you're you. I'll give you 1 more.
Thank you. So I have G.I. Joe, Turtles, and Thundercats. And I'm going to, oh, God damn it. And I'm going to pick He-Man. I'm going to pick He-Man over the Transformers. Transformers are my 5th, dude. But if I can't.
I'm sorry. The correct answer is Heathcliff, Smurfs, and Care Bears.
Come on.
What kind of list is this shit? Turtles has got to stay. Turtles is absolutely staying.
Turtles has to.
I would probably put G.I. Joe in there. That shit was fun. I watched it a lot. And then the 3rd, good. I'm not really tied to any of the rest of that shit. So I'll go and throw a random in I'll do DuckTales. How about that? All right.
Dude, Darkwing Duck and Voltron are hella slept on. Those are both solid cartoons.
Darkwing Duck isn't even on here.
I swear isn't that Darkwing? Oh no, is that Rescue Rangers? What is Under Turtles?
Yeah, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. DuckTales is under Turtles.
DuckTales is under. All right, fuck that. Well, Darkwing Duck should be on there anyway, but he's not.
See, and now you want to add things to it.
Matt Nips, who you picking?
Go ahead, Matt Nips.
I'm going G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, and I'm going to go Thundercats.
Oh, wow. Nice pick.
Those
are solid picks, man. Where's Blaze at? Blaze, kick him off. What do you got?
Mike, you done?
Okay, so I'm going to say if I have to pick 3 to keep, I'm keeping Ninja Turtles because it stood the test of time with multiple different things.
Yeah.
I'm saying Transformers because even though the cartoon was meh, the current movies are phenomenal. I'm then going to say...
Meh, the cartoon?
I know, I'm like, what the fuck, planet?
Will someone in the office please go smack him?
And then reverse that. The movies were mad. The cartoon was phenomenal.
Thank you.
I am keeping what I think is the next best one, which should probably be... Now, let me ask you this. Super Friends is what? All of the superheroes?
Yeah, that's not on there.
It's not on there.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's next to Turtles.
Yeah, it's top row.
Oh my
so
God!
Because Jamie didn't, I will save
the superheroes for some Thundercats.
I will save the superheroes over all the other blah 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 that you guys think was important. So there it is.
Fuck.
You're lucky Ghostbusters wasn't on there. You put the Filmation.
For the record, I don't think any of us noticed Super Friends.
I didn't notice it neither.
Thank you for that, because that one was a little like if we could get a little tighter shot in there. You can lose the top. You can only pick 3 banner. You can get a little more tighter in there. I might have seen that a bit better.
3 out of 29.
Nevertheless,
it's as hard as it is for me to do. I'm gonna have to. I gotta pass on the Turtles this time, and I'm gonna have to say the Super Friends, the Transformers, and G.I. Joe. And that's the 3 that I think I would choose. I mean, as much
those are solid picks, though.
I
can't hate.
Those
Turtles.
are solid. If I had a 4th pick, I would. That's who I would
pick.
And it's tough because it's tough to pick them over the Thundercats because I'm with Matt Nips. Oh,
Thundercats was so ahead of its time, dude. It still holds up today. It was so ahead of its time. The animation, all of it. Only reason I'm still holding on my decision because it says Super Friends, not Super Power Friends. Because Super Power Friends Hour would have been without a doubt. That's when they started working in the dynamic of Darkseid and him wanting to always have Wonder Woman and him portals and parademons, but they couldn't call them demons. It was man, that would have been in there. But just Super Friends, it's like Wendy and Marvin.
But don't you need the Super Friends to then evolve into everything else?
I mean, there was that. But there was that.
Yeah, it's kind of.
No, like there was that.
We can take that fucking rabbit hole all the way down animation history if you want, Mike.
Fair. There's that playful area at the end of the 60s, beginning mid 70s, where every serious hero had to have a Scooby-Doo, a sidekick. Like everybody, like Batman and Robin had Batmite. And he was the comedy relief, so they could do the laugh track and, every episode so the kids would dig it. And it's like, that's why I wouldn't have those things. Although Thundercats has Snarf.
It's fucking terrible.
Hey. So good. And the Thunderburbles. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. And hearing Lion-O say, fuck. It's just killer. Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. You'll fucking find it, and it'll blow your mind.
In the Saturday morning cartoon show, Lion-O was like, "What the fuck?"
No, it was like when they were recording. When they were recording the seasons.
It was like,
the outtakes.
Hey, come on, Tigress.
Fuck yeah. That little motherfucker.
Little ass motherfucker, get your ass over here.
No, it's the outtakes when they were recording the seasons, and those are like they surfaced on the internet or something, and they're just great because you hear these voices that would never say that, and then break into that, and then everybody chuckles, and you hear like Chitara, what the fuck? Everybody's like, fuck, oh fuck. It's pretty cool. It's a laugh.
What the fuck?
Come on.
You just hear him doing big old lines like.
Okay, I'm gonna kick my topic. I have a topic. It's more or less a bit of news that I just wanted to discuss about. Apparently in California, All people who ride the roller
coaster
coasters are asked to not scream to reduce the spread of these trying times.
Of the COVID.
So, of the COVID. I didn't want to of the sickness.
Can I ask why we're calling it that stupid name? Is there something I missed?
But I don't know. It's just me and Dustin are just trying to put, I guess, a little English on it, so that because it's getting a little played, just having to repeat it again and again.
They're just putting the emphasis on the wrong
I heard that before, and I'm like, is there an inside joke I don't know about?
No, I don't know. They might try to. I don't know.
Just trying to be a little sassy, Mike.
He's just that's all. Nothing to it. Nothing. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. But go ahead. Okay, so basically, my thing is now knowing that topic, the discussion portion, what I'm going to ask you is, would you ride a roller coaster if you couldn't scream? Is question one. And two, do you really think it fucking matters? Okay, go around, sweep it around the thing. Go to Dustin first, then we'll go to Matt Nips and we'll keep it pushing.
I was never much of a screamer on a roller coaster anyway.
More of a squirter.
Yeah.
But now I envision everybody going and you don't hear anything, and then everybody gets off and they're like, that was a really fun ride. Let's go to the next one.
Fair.
It's going to be very, I don't know, man. It comes over people when you go down the hills and stuff like that, and you don't know what's going to happen.
You go
again,
up, you put your hands
not
up,
me, not much of a screamer.
And as soon as you go down,
right.
It's part
I was
of
more the nervous laugher on the thing when I'm like, oh no! All right,
how do you not scream? Nick Earp wants to know how do you not scream. All right, fair enough. He said he has withdrawn fear from his DNA. Fair. Okay. So you wouldn't go? Would you just skip it altogether, or you wouldn't? It wouldn't fix you. Wouldn't change you.
I can't fit on most roller coasters anyway, since like probably 2006.
So you're saying your size
got a little too robust, and either the thing won't come down and click in, or it won't come over my knees like. So I mean, I'm not losing anything.
Bear claws.
You got the safety harness. The harness.
Yes, the harness don't work, and I'm like, I'm good, whatever.
And they're like,
you only have to get embarrassed and hop over to the other side while your friends go ride a couple of times before you're like, fuck this, I'm good.
Fair enough. And then you see their face, and you're like, I'm really not missing much. All right, fair enough. Right. Matt Nips, would you ride a roller coaster if you couldn't scream, or if there was restrictions like that, or would you just not ride it at all?
I'd ride it, just throw up on it.
That's totally going to reduce the spread of any type of bacteria.
Whatever needs to be spread.
Amazing. All right, Mike, what about you? Skipping it all
riding a fucking roller coaster with or without the COVID or the screaming or anything. I am not a roller coaster fan. My feet stay on the ground.
Fair indeed. Okay. How about you, Blaze? Where you at?
Well, I'm basically kind of on the same aspect as Mike here. I'm not really a roller coaster rider, nor have I ever been. But I would suggest that if they are truthfully, you asked if it really is, them asking you to stop screaming is a thing. Like, yeah, I guess they can, but why don't they just make you wear the stupid mask, and then maybe worst case scenario, maybe you have to put like one of the face shields on as well, because like something could happen, like Matt Nips said.
Yeah.
Somebody could puke, and then that puke is in your face, in your mouth, in your fucking eyes.
Well, hold on,
you got the fucking pukey virus, and now you're fucking.
Why you riding the front?
Casey from the comments wants to know, do you get kicked off if you scream? That's what Casey in the comments wants to know.
I just take you out. I would assume they just take you out of there, and they're like,
how?
Okay,
they gotta have plants on each ride.
Once it's done, you can't go on again.
And they're fucking watching you the whole time. Whatever you pay to watch.
And you can't explain it. You're like, I got sick. I mean,
that's insane.
How many roller coasters have you thrown up on?
About 2, 3.
All of them. He says everyone he gets a
little ill belly. Little ill belly.
Yeah, I think it's crazy for them to even ask because I don't think it's feasible for you to do that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Belly.
I agree.
Yeah.
What?
Sure.
Sean, go ahead. Ride it out. What are your thoughts?
I mean, that was my thing. Is like, are they going to stop the ride in the middle because someone's screaming?
Agreed.
You know, like
No.
the 16-year-old kid pushing the button is going to really get in someone's face about it. Like,
you're going to be upside down, just waiting there, hanging. Can we stop screaming, please, like we asked you? Then that bitch just starts abruptly.
So I mean, if it's that big of a worry, then it shouldn't be open yet.
Fair. If it's that big of a worry, then give people those face shields or make that a part of the ride.
Right.
You know what I mean? If there is seriously a risk of that, it just seems
hitting
like
people in the face and shit.
Everybody's wearing a hockey fucking mask.
And I mean, so I mean, are they wiping down every seat and every handlebar in between every ride?
I bet you not. Because what's the difference? You know, to me, that's a fucking killer. That's a killer statement.
Like, if they're not, what's the point? And then everyone's just, you know, and now you got 500 kids in line, probably not 6 feet apart.
What about all the rails and stuff?
That's what I mean.
No, agreed. That's my point.
Too tired to stand.
You know,
well, actually, that's his point. I'm just co-signing with him that to me, that's more of a hazard than someone potentially screaming. Because if you're sweaty and your oils and your sweats from your cheeks are on these guardrails, and then the next guy comes switting it into his open pores, what the fuck? To me, that sounds more detrimental than somebody being like, I got a little bit of their breath on me. Like, your breath and your sweat are two different things.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't really go to movie theaters,
I don't know. Some people got that breath that give you that old one. Well. You could possibly catch an ear infection if they were whispering in your ear.
Oh my God!
Talk about, hey man, no, I don't know where it is.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see my face, but it is scrunched up as hard as it possibly could. Oh. My God. All right. Somebody else kick a different topic. I think we covered that. I agree. I don't think. I want to know, though. We're going to look into that. We're going to find out. Are they wiping down the rides? Like, that's a great question.
But, I mean, you get like 5 rides in a day. They can't be. Like, the timing. There's no way they're cleaning that whole roller coaster in between every ride. So to implement something like that is just so
that's
stupid.
Pretty much any ride. Like, you know, from a fucking sweat ass print to a fucking greasy ass arm or hand or neck or whatever the case may be.
Unless they're not fully open and they're only allowing like 30% capacity, but then it ends up like that episode of South Park when Eric got Cartman got the fucking thing and he was like, all right, only 10 people in today. You gotta come back and then you're camping out waiting for your time to go in. But that would be an awesome day. Like, all right, there's only 25 people. I'm here. I'm going to ride everything 39 times.
Absolutely motherfucking insane. I love it. Wow. All right. Do you have a topic for us, Dustin? You want to kick it so we can do that?
I do, but it's a little close to Sean's topic of picking things. And
so we'll come back to you.
And you actually took my other one, but Matnip said he had a topic, or Blaze probably has a couple of topics.
Better go to Blaze then, because my topic. Sean,
everybody's doing the hot tag. It's like, all right, so over to Blaze. Blaze, over to you.
I got 2 topics, but they're
you're good. Just don't explain. You pass it to Blaze.
All right. Well, today was the day that I actually officially got my first shot of the vaccine.
Oh, no shit. Right
on. Which one did you
get? What's that?
Which one did you get?
You can't pick them, so it's like whatever one you get. But I got the Moderna one, so I have to get another one with. Next April. I'm supposed to be in there. Both my hands and arms are all moving, everything, and I can stand up. I can show you I can actually walk and everything. So I felt fine. There was like a
dead man can't die
at first, but other than that, I mean, it was that's the first vaccine I've ever gotten because I'm like Madrox where I've never gotten the vaccine for the flu or anything like that, and I'm pretty sure
you never got vaccinated as a kid to go into school.
No,
I identify as vaccinated.
Right, I believe you got to get the polio and all that shit back in that day.
I mean, we weren't vaccinated with the flu vaccine, is what I'm saying. As adults, is what I'm saying. I've never been vaccinated as an adult, for anything because I've gotten whatever it was. I think the last time I had anything was a tetanus shot when I dunked on a rim, broke it down, and it hit me in the head. and I had to go to the doctors because they were like, I think you have a concussion, sir. And I was like, yeah, I probably do. And I was, I was in high school still.
Probably
so
do.
I think that was the last time. And you know what I mean? So yeah, it was different, but it was very in and out process. It was like, I just wondered, because I know there's another gentleman in here that also, I believe, received his vaccine, his first shot, but I was wondering if anybody else, are you guys going to get yours? Because like I said, it was a quick process. We drove in, we snuck around in a serpentine pattern up to the front. You were checked in, barcode with something on your phone, very quick text message. They checked your text, made sure it wasn't like a copy. I was taught, then I think I was, I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or as a diss, because the guy told me that I
have beautiful eyes.
Well, no, he told me I had upgraded. He looked at my old lady and was like, sir, you have upgraded. And I was like, oh, you know what? Go fuck yourself, or thank you. I don't think what? So, but then we drove on to the next one, and we actually got our shots, and then we were on our way out of there. Like,
we were going to give you the fake shit, but we're going to give you the real shit. Now you upgraded.
No, the longest time was like 40. Right. I was like, how do you know who the fuck I was? Man, you motherfucker.
So did you have to... Did you fill out anything to get it, or is it just open? Like, did you say you were a smoker or something?
Open altogether for the age bracket of where I'm at sitting right now. And if you have other underlying things happening, you know what I mean? If you have other things, I mean, you could even be obese, and that is possible, a chance to get that stuff right now. But they're trying to open it free to everybody by the next month. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it can be very quick. Yes, Jimmy.
Yeah. Because like one thing I was kind of nervous about is I'm seeing some people can, like, there'll be a place that's like, it's like a pop-up shop, like, hey, we got extra vaccines that are about to go bad, so come on down and get yours. I'm like, I don't know if I want the one that's about to expire. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I had a friend, my old lady had a friend, the exact thing happened to her in Texas, and she just happened to be in I think it was a Walgreens or a CVS or something like that. And she overheard them talking about it over there. Like, we have like 16 of these things left. And you want to call over the speaker and see if anybody wants them? She heard that and was like, me, I'll take one. And they were like, okay, cool. So they just hooked her up. And it's like a time frame thing. So if the people don't show up that are supposed to be there for their thing, then it is. It's like, yeah, they got to get rid of them, or they're just use them or lose them.
Yeah. Interesting. All right on. Very cool.
We got another topic if we need that's a little different than the others. If you want,
go ahead, kick it off.
Than my ice cream topic?
Did we lose Matt Nips?
I was gonna say
he fell asleep.
He said that vaccine started making him twitch out when he looked at his phone.
All right, fair enough. Kick your topic.
After the button sounds, I was like, oh, I'm all good. Beep, beep, beep.
He was like, I have a topic, and just logged off. Like, see ya. Like, okay, that's interesting. Fair enough.
Oh, shit.
So have you guys heard about the SAV technology? SAV?
Like a salve? Like a liniment oil?
Shared autonomous vehicles. So it's something that Elon Musk has been working on, and I guess some others. It's basically like an automated Uber or like a robot taxi service. So like Tesla, he's saying he's going to put out a Tesla for like 50 grand. And that if you buy this and you use this, so basically you can drive your car all day, you get home, you put it into SAV mode, and it will go out and be a taxi for you while you're just home and make you money.
Wow.
So there's going to be a fleet of like Teslas just automatically going around the city picking people up through like Uber or whatever. And, so now your car can make you money, which I think is pretty cool, because you get home and your car just sits in the garage. So now you can send your car out. I guess.
Say, go out there and make that money.
Would you spend the money
get out there,
get a car? Would you spend the money? And B, would you call your Uber? And if it just showed up with nobody driving it, would you get in it?
Wax it up real nice.
I mean, all right, we'll swing it this way. We'll go clockwise on my screen. Would I get in it? Probably not. I don't.
Think about it.
I don't know.
Isn't that your dream ride though, Jamie? You don't have to be in it with anyone. It's just you. No jerk.
Yeah, but my character doesn't trust robots. So right off the bat, I'm to a shitty start.
Self-checkout.
I'm like, you've already killed a job by letting a person not be able to make that Yelp or that Uber paycheck income.
Well,
and
now
they're
just not having to drive it.
Yeah, they can still get a car. That taxi driver just doesn't have to be out there now.
See what I'm saying?
That's still his job. That's just his
It's a double edge.
But it is a double-edged sword because I'm going to cut myself either way. Would I get in it? No. Would I be able to walk to my destination? No. So I would probably have to call somebody and see if I can't get a ride. I just tap out. Dustin, speak on it.
In the very near future, when this is happening, I will absolutely be on tour with Jamie Madrox. Well, I will make him get into one of these autonomous vehicles.
Oh my
and he will bitch about it the entire way, but then he'll be like, you know, it actually wasn't even that bad. He got us there. It didn't smell in there. Would I buy a fucking $100,000 car and then go let it pick up people to start banging in the back seat? Fuck no. You're out of your mind. That is my luxury. Can I buy a Camry with the Tesla shit in it and then go let that drive around? Absolutely, but you ain't getting in my fucking nice ass car.
No, you can't be using that 97
shoes off, rubbing your bunions into my carpet. No.
Would you get in one?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's dope.
No,
Yeah,
I said absolutely.
Good man.
I ain't gonna be like I'm gonna get in one, and then like I ain't gonna be like I'm gonna get in one, and you're gonna drive me to Vegas from here. Like I ain't getting on the highway with you when it starts getting to 80 miles an hour. Like I don't know about that, but like if we're just going around town or something,
there's someone there.
I need to get to the other side. Yeah, I'm hopping in there.
Use
Keep
the
it under
robot.
35, my good man.
It's not with you, it's with it. You ain't getting in with it to ride to Vegas. Ain't no with you. You can argue with the driver if he's going the wrong way. This motherfucker going left. No, make a right, going left. You going left.
Have some kind of
you are
override.
going left.
It'd have to have some kind of user override. But then you just got people stealing them.
You got people sticking a screwdriver in the front of it and stealing all the Tesla, the late nights.
You know, before we get to Blaze, they're saying that, you know, yes, they have the autonomous driving capabilities and kind of the autopilot, but basically, as of right now, it's just not up to a lot of the government codes as far as vehicles. Like, it's got to have a steering wheel. It's got to have, you know what I mean, and mirrors. But like, if it's automatic and it's just using cameras, it doesn't need these things. So why put them in it? So that's the kind of back and forth right now. It's like, yes, technically we have the ability. It's just not regulated enough yet. But
I would think, I know it's Blaze's turn, but I just want to say one other thing. I would think as a form of public transportation, being like it was city-wise, statewide, rather, I would see that being a little more sellable. But when it just being in a particular person, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that like to. But then again, you're still killing jobs.
Pulls up and it's a computer. You ain't getting
that's
on
what
it.
I'm saying. A computer can be overrode. Like you're getting.
Jamie wants to be able to argue with the bus driver. That's all it is.
Right there.
Jamie has to be able to find the driver.
Doc Ock goes in and reprograms the local computers, and all of them are running haywire off the grid. And Spider-Man has to save all the people trapped inside him as all the autonomous vehicles ride off into the fucking sunset. It sounds like a fucking failure. I mean, if I could think it, maybe potentially there's a Doc Ock out there that could pull it. Blaze, go ahead.
I think it's tough to say like right now. I mean, at first thought that when you guys first started talking about it, I was like, yeah, I'd probably jump in.
He said I was sold.
But you know, I was told to probably get inside the vehicle. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, you know, you don't have any control of said vehicle. There is no Johnny Cab in front, like in the Total Recall, where you can move him or he's doing the job for you. And you see, you know, because you don't really have to know where you're going in that instance either. In the Total Recall movie, he didn't need to know where he was going either. He just had to sit down and tell him his street and he would take him there. So it's kind of the idea of the same thing as what I was thinking about. But then you get into this point where you already have these roads that are full of, you know, people that can't drive as it is. And now you have this, autonomous vehicle that is it going to be able to regulate between the person who is in there weaving in and out and, racing away from traffic as he just robbed the bank and now the police are chasing after him? Does it know to speed up and get over? Does it understand all this extra stuff? And that's where I'm kind of like,
no, it sees your fare is due. Your fare is due. It just sees that.
I
sees
think they would have
occupied
to put
and
some
fare.
kind of
So
safety
what I'm
feature
saying
like
is,
that in.
I think I would be more interested in them to tell me that, hey, we learned how to make these autonomous flying cars that can move up above this shit, and only they can fly, and people that cannot control anything else cannot fly, or something like that. Or there is a self-made spot where these things are driven, but then it's like it's not feasible when you're talking about that, because then you're talking about putting in new infrastructure for roads. And
you are describing the OCP from fucking RoboCop.
Sorry,
what you're describing. And they went haywire, drop it, creep. Oh damn, we trusted the robot.
You ever seen Shopping Mall?
I did. And I'm sorry that I did.
It happens.
No, it's a fan favorite to some people, but I honestly don't know why. It's really not good. I'm not a fan.
I mean,
it's one of those ones that it's so bad that it's good, but I'm like, no, it's so bad that it's really bad. It's like, yes.
I mean, I think it's an interesting concept. And,
go ahead. Speak on it now.
And I guess too, people. So some of the Tesla cars that are in an accident using the autopilot and they get investigated or whatever. So people are freaking out like, oh, one crashed. Like, well, yes, of course one is going to crash. Like cars crash, planes crash, like anything mechanical is going to fail at some point. But is there going to be less car accidents with these than there are with the fucktards driving them, right now?
Interesting. And that's
like Blaze was saying, like we got 1 million fucktards on the road that can't drive. So is one automatic vehicle a good thing or a bad thing? Or, if there's a whole lane of them.
I can give you a plus and a negative right now. A plus is I've watched actual footage of people getting in Ubers and Yelping or whatever the fuck it's called. What are they called? The other one, Uber and Lyft. Lyft is what it's called.
Yeah.
Getting in there and like literally beating the brakes off the driver. They get into a disgruntled whatever, and this guy, this lady, these people end up getting fucked up because they're trying to do this extra gig to make this bread. So there's your plus. Now that potential aggressive person who would do harm to someone is in an empty car, they're just punching the windows out of that bitch because they're just on one. In my hypothetical theory. So there's your plus side. Your negative is that, again, this is a shitty analogy, but when I'm driving in my car with satellite radio, I enter certain areas where it disappears. Whether I'm driving over a magnet, I'm near high tension lines, et cetera, what have you, science, the motherfucker goes away. What happens when that same thing crosses that whatever autopilot? And it goes astray and haywire. Is there a guy in the back seat can jump in the front and click on auto or click on manual and drive that bitch and pull it over? I don't know. You know what I mean? I would hope, but that's my negative. That's why I would say. So it's like, I don't know. If you're in the comments and you want to chime in on this topic, please do let us know. We want to know what you guys think as well. It's interesting. It's the future. Would you get into a car that didn't have a person driving?
I'm sure if Jamie Madrox can think of downfalls of it, that Elon Musk has already thought of said downfalls and put that in the programming. Your satellite radio is running off of a satellite that fucking so many people are bouncing off of, and he puts his own things into orbit that just he runs off of. And it also would have to work with sensors and things in the road, along with already pre-mapped GPS. Like you have gone around and found our roads. It's not just I go under a tunnel and no, there you go. And boom.
No, it's like even with some of the tests,
that's all she wrote.
The crashes that
went into the Lincoln Tunnel and did not come out. Claire,
most of the crashes they show for the Teslas and stuff are usually like, I think they can't. It's what it is.
Laura
it's usually like a semi truck. It's usually a semi truck pulling out this way in front of a car that's driving straight. Now, a car, they cannot account for that because they sit so low they can't see, because when they do, the sensors kick out. There is a hole there, right, in the bottom back of a truck. And usually that's how they go under. Most of the crashes have been like that, where they have gone under a truck because they just cannot they cannot catch that.
It
truck
falls out of the
turning
range of the sensor.
But if they're driving on a normal road, nothing has been a problem, and that's kind of where it is. So if they can fix that small problem, is one of, I mean, it's a small problem that turns into a huge one if you have somebody not driving at all. Because
or not keeping up regular maintenance, or not keeping up regular maintenance. If it's your vehicle that you're pimping out, like Laura said, she's going to pimp her vehicle out. Laura better make sure that it's got gas in it all the time. Laura better make sure all those sensors are up to par, because if she pimps it out and it's driving one night and that sensor's bad and it hits a telephone pole because its ratio was off a few feet, you know what I mean? It's like, I can imagine that would be sort of a legality for the passenger inside. You get what I mean?
Life and death.
In the hands of
we were talking about people getting wild in it and stuff. I'm sure there's going to be cameras in it, and I'm sure, like, Uber, Lyft, you're going to get rated. And if you're on camera pooping in the back of my Tesla, you're not going to get picked up again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I would assume
you're not going to get picked up again. You're going to go into lockdown mode, pull over, lock the doors. The police are on their way. You can't get out. Make him clean the poop up.
Like it's a fucking plate. Yeah, like it's a bait car.
About my city.
Hey, can I have a steak?
Big steak. Big steak.
You just got
into those who feel better.
He going to make them eat the shit.
For real, you gonna eat the shit. Eat it. Clean up the shit. You tried to shit in my car. You tried to human doo-doo in my car. Clean it up.
I'm gonna shit on these walls, Craig.
But I would assume though, that would be anybody who would do any kind of shitty shit like that in the empty car, you would be dumb anyway, because I would assume the monetary form of payment would have to be PayPal, Venmo. It would have to be tracked to somebody. So if you did doo-doo in the car, you know what I mean? It's like, we're going to hit you with that cleanup fee. I'm taking it right to the most expensive place in the world. They scrub that doo-doo out. You going to pay it.
I've had friends puke Ubers. It's not cheap.
Ha, ha, ha.
Experience of me pooping in the back seat, or
possibly
having to pull over and be like, no, you will clean that cat poop.
I thought you said having to pull over.
Cat poop.
You'll eat this cat poop for the way you talk about my city.
Never eat here again.
You will do it immediately.
I don't know if we have any more topics. I want to hit one last piece of news.
I'll holler at y'all next time.
All right, I appreciate you stopping by, Blaze. Good to see you, brother. All right, I'm hitting my last piece of news. This Friday, I'm going to be joining my homie Ali from Elite Comics 11 at Con. We're going to be chit-chatting and talking live. So if y'all are out there and y'all want to join in on that live, I appreciate that. Come hang out with your boy and let's talk some comic books. Also, what's that now?
What you going to talk about?
Some comic books, hopefully. I'm going to talk about.
There's a lot.
I mean, well, I'm about to see. I'm hoping that it's a fun conversation. I enjoy watching all of their lives and being a part of the comic book community. So this is going to be something fun, new, and interesting for me. So if you guys want to join us, support and come out and show up, that would be the killer shit for sure. Also donated 2 pieces of art. All the benefits are going to go to benefitculturecity.org. So it's a good cause. And like I said on the video, man, if you guys are down to help out, man, place your bids. They're going to be static auctions, so they're not going to be live. Like, you won't be able to see it. It'll be like a link on the actual Instagram page where you can go in and type in your bid. And if you're outbid or whatever, I'm assuming at the end of the duration of time, the highest bid will take the prize. So, hit them up, follow them on Instagram at elite_comics11, and get down with the festivities. It's going to be all the way live. It's going to be super fun. So don't miss out on that. That's Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me to be on there. And that's pretty dope. What are you guys talking shit, text message to each other?
No, Jimmy popped up a comment about something about my hair looking like a green flying nimbus, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I was going to say, what's a nimbus? What's a nimbus?
I don't know what a nimbus is.
It sounds like a European cookie.
like you take a piece off.
Just getting ready to have a spot of tea and a few nimbuses. Would you like to have one? That's what it
sounds
like.
A couple nimbuses. A couple more nimbuses.
You're right. I mean, I can't finish this whole Nimbus by myself. You want to be something stupid. We're gonna look like assholes.
Can I get a bite of that Nimbus over there?
Right. Well, anyone got any last topics you want to run? You're out. You got it.
No, we'll save my pick of ice cream for later.
We'll do next
ice cream for later.
We're already at. It's about the ice cream truck. I do want to say that everybody needs to keep watching because there's some big things happening, and I can't talk about them.
Yes. You're saying, wait.
keep your eyes peeled out there in the chat land.
Way to end it on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, who's typing
Where
that?
am I?
That's damn, it's Nimbus. It's what it is. Okay, wait a minute. It is a
What?
luminous cloud.
A luminous cloud or
surrounding
halo.
the supernatural being of Saint. Wow. So I don't know if I want to eat your halo. Damn, did we just talk about eating your halo with tea?
That's a great compliment. I do look like a Nimbus.
I guess it would make me a devil eating all your halos. Good Christ. All right. The golden cloud around Goku rides on Dragon Ball.
That's a Goku.
Is it Goku? Goku.
It's okay. It's hard
horrible. I'm a horrible pronunciator. On a course, if I put all the hints on the long salivaries.
Yeah, the emphasis is on the syllables.
I think this train is derailed, boys.
Derailed. All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for stopping by. Episode 31 is a wrap. If you go on a roller coaster, I would say scream if you're going to wear your face covering. If not, or don't go on a roller coaster if you really truly can't enjoy yourself. Thank you for stopping by. And
Garfield does not belong on anybody's top.
Thank you. And we didn't know about the Super Friends. If it would have been the Superpower Hour, I'd have been down with it. But whatever. Thank y'all. Hope we put a smile on your face. Hope we added a little bit of insight and fucking content to your day. If not, we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful fucking day. Peace.
Goodbye.